from New Hanover County Schools Television. Three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of June 1st through 7th. I'm Haley Rayner.
And I'm Tori Farrell. Topping our newscast this week, Murrayville Elementary celebrates a 10-year anniversary, beginning Teacher Promise of Leadership Award recipients named, and students win at the state-level North Carolina National History Day competition.
Topping our newscast this week, Murrayville Elementary School held its 10th anniversary celebration last week. The event included presentations by guest speakers and the burial of a time capsule. We get this full report from your school news reporter, Bobby Blue.
Students, staff, family, and friends gathered in Murrayville Elementary's multi-purpose room for the celebration of the school's 10th anniversary. Principal Tim Dominowski welcomed everyone to a celebration of 10 years of academic excellence. Since its doors opened, Murrayville Elementary has been a facility that has nurtured students and provided a fun, loving, learning environment. On hand for the special event were a number of special guest speakers, including former students, teachers, longtime parent supporters, and the school's first administrative team.
It was a lot to order, a lot of people to hire, and it was hard to find the finest and the greatest and the most talented teachers, and obviously that did happen, and we're celebrating that still today here at Murrayville.
You know, it was amazing. I came in, I'd come down from DC, and this was my first administrative job, and I came and I was so excited and so eager, and I didn't realize how much work it was to actually physically open a school. The furniture, the books, the keys, you know, the policies, the procedures, but it was a great group of folks, and you see that today with so many staff, not only the ones who have been here from day one, but those who have been here 8, 9 years as well. Us working together and solving problems, it was just an awesome experience.
Built with savings from the 1997 bond, Murrayville has been a bedrock of education in the northern part of the county. Its dedicated and hardworking staff has made the school a wonderful place to work and learn. Among those who have kept the standards high at Murrayville were 21 teachers who have been the school's guiding lights since the school doors opened. Those teachers and staff were recognized and given a thunderous round of applause. Then students representing each grade level at the school put items in a time capsule. Pictures, newspaper, artwork, and more were placed in the school's time capsule. Then members of the Student Council buried the capsule in the school's garden for students to unearth in 2025.
Well, it would be really exciting to come back in 10 years and see how it is. I personally, if I could, I would. And it's just an amazing feeling that how in 10 years later, they might dig it up and it's just see how it is, see how it isn't.
I think everyone would like what we liked 10 years ago, because it's really nice to see what everyone's been interested into and see if any of the songs that we have now, 10 years later, they would listen to them and see if they like it.
The entire celebration was a wonderful way to mark a major milestone in the school's history. To close out the celebration, the entire school family gathered in the parking lot in the shape of the number 10 for a photograph to remember this important date in school history. Murrayville Elementary plans to make the next 10 years even more amazing as they set new goals and continue to grow personally and academically. Reporting for your school news, this is Bobby Blue.
2 New Hanover County School students were the first recipients of the Joel Lewis Scholarship. The historically black colleges and universities experience college fair and battle of the bands, coordinated by Mr. Frankie Pollock Jr., awarded the scholarships to Kiara Dunson of E.A. Laney High School and Allergen Robinson of Isaac Bear Early College High School. Kiara and Allergen were honored at a special breakfast that included HBCU Experience Committee and the family of the late Joel Lewis, Mr. Pollock's family, and former members of the Community Boys Club drum and drill team, which Mr. Lewis coordinated, were also in attendance for his celebration.
In other news, the North Carolina legislature has agreed with reports from teachers documenting a proposed pathway for an at-risk public high school student to academic improvement is now unnecessary and should be repealed. The House unanimously agreed last month with Senate changes to a measure repealing the requirement of what are called personal education plans for students not performing at grade level. The bill is now in the hands of Governor Pat McCrory. Supporters of the repeal say many teachers consider the plans needless paperwork and have not found the plans to be effective. There are also high-tech methods in the classroom to determine student needs. The bill does not contain language directing local school boards to ensure local schools have plans to help students transition to middle and high schools.
3 New Hanover County Schools teachers were chosen as Beginning Teacher Promise of Leadership Award recipients by the Watson College of Education at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Allison Dixon of Laney High School and Stanley Hollins and Joshua Stevens of Ashley High School were nominated to receive the award based on their commitment to teaching diverse learners, use of technology in the classroom, and potential for leadership. These teachers were formally recognized at the Beginning Teacher Professional Development Day. Though through collaboration and support from Watson College of Education professors, they designed professional development sessions which they presented to fellow beginning teachers during the Spring Beginning Teacher Professional Development Day. The Beginning Teacher Promise of Leadership Award is designed to provide professional growth, opportunities, and support for excellent beginning teachers.
The New Hanover County Council of PTAs has named Art Duda Davis as its unsung hero. The announcement was made at the council's recently held Volunteer Awards banquet. Mr. Davis, who is also Murrayville Elementary School's Volunteer of the Year winner, is instrumental in setting up classes as pen pals with Coast Guard cutters in Wilmington and Washington, encouraging Coast Guard captains to speak at Murrayville, and enabling the students to learn on a global level. Mr. Davis also took one class's stuffed bear with him on a trip to Japan, taking pictures with the bear of people he met and places he went. Davis is an active PTA member who is seen nearly every day at Murrayville with a smile on his face, eager to assist anyone in any way.
Finally, New Hanover County School students recently participated in the Students Level North Carolina National History Day competition that was held in Raleigh.
This year's theme was Leadership and Legacy in History, and the following students qualified for the National Level History competition in June.
In the Junior Division Group Documentaries category, Emma Rose Phillips and Ava Johnson from Williston placed 3rd.
In Senior Division Individual Performances, Cameron Howard from New Hanover High School placed 3rd.
In Senior Division Group Performances, Brittany Pecoraro and Hassler Robertson, also from New Hanover, placed 2nd.
Finally, in Senior Division Group Exhibit, 2 teams New Hanover High School won honors. John Evans and Jack Sandlin placed 3rd, and the team of Lucas Solari, Gage Miller, and Riley Ferguson placed 2nd.
National History Day is a nonprofit education organization in College Park, Maryland. New Hanover County's winning students will participate in the national event on June 14th through the 18th on the campus of University of Maryland.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up after the break, we'll have reports on Hoggard High School holds Academic Signing Day, College Park Elementary honors school volunteers, and Howie Pre-K students have a fun day.
This is your school news on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Big dreams and good grades aren't enough to get into college. There are actual steps you need to take. Finding someone who can help is the first and most important. For the next steps, go to knowhowtogo.org.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
Welcome back to Your School News. At the second annual Academic Signing Day at Hoggard High School, seniors were honored and recognized for the awards they have received, like merit-based academic scholarships. In Hoggard's group were students who have been awarded the Moorhead-Cain and Belk scholarships. With details on the entire event is Your School News reporter Airlie Ward.
For the second year, Hoggard High School continued its tradition of recognizing seniors who have received significant academic scholarships. Called Academic Signing Day, the event is designed to be similar to an athlete's signing day, but with a focus on academic scholars.
Organized the event last year. We had, I think, 12 students that came last year, and this year we had 26 that were here. The students have to self-report their scholarship information, so we really don't have access to it unless they turn in the information. So there are maybe students that we're even missing, but they turn in their information and they get an invitation to come here, and it's just kind of our way of honoring them and recognizing them for their academic achievements, and because I think that's what school is really all about, and we want to promote that.
Students who received merit-based academic scholarships showed up wearing a shirt of the college they were going to attend. The event got underway with opening comments from Hoggard's principal, Steve Sullivan. Then each student had their moment in the spotlight. After cheers, they told the audience what scholarship they received and where they will be attending college.
The Moorhead-Cain is a 4-year, pretty much all expenses paid ride to Carolina. So they cover my books, tuition, room, board, stipend, summer adventures, so it's pretty nice.
Okay, I'm going to Davidson College. I got the Belk Scholarship, which is full room and board and tuition, and plus 2 stipends. I also received the PEO International Women's Scholarship, so that'll be an extra $2,500 to add to my Davidson account. And then I also received the Park Scholarship, but I denied that one for the Belk. I love Davidson. It's like the best place in the world to me, so I'm really excited to be going there next year.
I just applied for the school and got into the school, and a couple weeks later a representative from Wake Forest called me and asked me to come up to campus to interview, and so I was up there for a couple days interviewing for the scholarships, and they let me know a few weeks later that I had gotten it.
Local media was on hand to see the signing, and after the event, the Scholar students participated in photo shoots and interviews. Friends and family members also congratulated each signee and celebrated their achievements. It was a meaningful event for all involved.
I think it's an awesome thing because normally just in the past, the athletes were the only ones getting recognized, and just as important, if not even more important, is the academic side, and it's great to acknowledge and recognize the hard work these kids put in.
The turnout at this year's Academic Signing Day featured double the number of students who participated last year, and Hoggard's administration only sees the event continuing to expand in the future. Academic Signing Day has shown itself to be a great way to promote the academic achievement of the school's students and a wonderful event for them and their families. Reporting for Your School News, this is Airlie Ward.
During College Park's annual Volunteer Appreciation Breakfast, College Park kindergartners performed and held special presentations to honor their special volunteers who devoted an inordinate amount of time, effort, and companionship with the students. The breakfast was given to show how appreciative each College Park Elementary student was, and the volunteers were extremely grateful for that. On the 23rd of April, the College Park student volunteers paraded in joy around the center of the campus, creating a fun, loving atmosphere in the school. Volunteers were given framed artwork done by the students, and tons of smiles and warm hugs. The cheers, joyfulness, and upbeat school spirit was so contagious that the whole school decided to cheer them on also while wearing their the sashes that were handcrafted for each of them by the students before they entered the library for a delightful breakfast. These small, soon-to-be first graders were made a very large impact on the dedicated volunteers that made an awesome change around the school.
It's high school graduation time, and the school system has released the 2015 schedules. The traditional high school graduations will be held on Saturday, June 13th at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington in Trask Coliseum. The schedule for the day is as follows. New Hanover High School ceremony will be at 9 a.m., followed by Laney at 12:30 p.m. Ashley's ceremony will be at 4 p.m., with Hoggard High School closing out the day with their commencement at 7:30 p.m. Now, the early college high schools both held their ceremonies last weekend, but Mosley Performing Learning Center will hold its graduation ceremony on Friday, June 12th at 7 p.m. in the Snipes Auditorium on Chestnut Street. Traditional high school graduations will also be telecast live on the Learning Network on June 13th.
Logan Bolduc, a 7th grade student at Roland Grice Middle School, recently won a second place in the video section of the North Carolina Division of Air Quality AQ/IQ contest. Logan's video on global warming started as a school project assignment in Miss Elizabeth Jones' science class, with the option to submit it to the contest. Logan will be recognized at an award ceremony to be held this month as a part in the Air and Waste Management Association's and EPA Teacher Workshop. Sheila Holman, director of the NC Division of Air Quality, will present Logan with a certificate and recognition package. Gina McCarthy, administrator of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, will be making a keynote address at the conference.
Each year, schools all over the country participate in National Bike to School Day, and this year, Holly Tree and Williams Elementary joined them. Hundreds of students and parents left their keys in their pockets and instead chose to put on their helmets and ride their bikes to school. National Bike to School Day is used to promote bike safety and eco-friendly modes of transportation in elementary schoolers everywhere. Holly Tree Elementary brought in police officers to help ensure the excited bikers got to school safely, as well as give them tips to make sure they're safe when they're out biking on their own. Some of the students bike to school daily, but many of the students ride the bus or car to school. These students were very excited to get to bike to school and spend some quality exercise time with their parents. The school hopes to promote safe bike riding among all the students and their parents.
Fun days are fun, especially when there's a designated day for it. Howe Pre-K enjoyed their own fun day with the UNCW's women's basketball team. Fun days are for having a great time in the sun with different activities to stay occupied with. It is also a free day, and the majority of children and teachers appreciate the aspect of it. The UNCW basketball team was there to teach the kids a little bit about the game and the rules of basketball. They also taught them fun games one can enjoy with a basketball. The team encouraged the children to stay positive and also taught them about the importance of good teamwork and sportsmanship. It was a fun day held at Howe Pre-K, and there were memories made to last.
Now don't go away. Coming up, Ogden Elementary students perform folk songs from around the world.
Plus, we have this week's edition of the Lunch Bill O Fair. Your school news will continue after the break.
Being a dad can be tough.
No. What do you mean she's not coming?
When's the fairy princess coming?
Any minute now.
But when you're willing to do anything...
It is I, Grooves Zinkelpel. Okay, time for cake.
It's always worth it.
I know it's really you, Gru. I'm just pretending for the other kids.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Kids will spend 57 minutes making me go splat.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill O Fair. Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
This week, our lunch menu analyst, Hunter Ledman, joins us for this week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working in the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill Affair. We've got an exciting menu this week with dishes influenced by a number of classic global recipes. Let's take a look at this week's selections. On Tuesday, June 2nd, start the week off right with chicken and waffles. On the side, red-skinned mashed potatoes with gravy, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, June 3rd, enjoy delicious chicken nuggets. For your sides, choose from pasta salad, glazed carrots, a garden salad, or diced pears. On Thursday, June 4th, cafeterias will be serving cheesy breadstick bites. On the side, macaroni salad, Great Northern beans, garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, June 5th, have a wonderful popcorn chicken as your main entree. Then on the side, enjoy mac and cheese, carrot sticks, garden salad, and diced peaches. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. Make sure your meals consist of mostly grain, vegetables, and proteins. Have a diverse and healthy diet is key to a healthy life. After the weekend, gather in the cafeteria for a beef taco, Spanish rice. For your sides, choose from barbecue pinto beans, garden salad, and frozen fruit cup. All the menus this year include more fresh produce, whole grains, and lower calorie snacks. Plus, our school cafeterias have done away with frying and cut back on fats, sodiums, and sugars. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week. You've got some great selections with some really great sides. On Tuesday, don't miss out on the chicken and waffles. And on Thursday, cheesy breadstick bites. That's what's on slate for lunch at your school's cafeteria. So don't miss any of these nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals. From the newsroom, this is Hunter Ledman. Back to you.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill O Fair during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now, don't go away. Coming up, Ogden Elementary students perform folk songs from all around the world.
This is Your School News on Cable and online. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Theodore Dreiser wrote of life as he saw it, holding nothing back. Sister Carrie in 1900 was his first novel, while An American Tragedy in 1925 is considered his finest. Both novels are grim and bitter narratives, awkwardly written but full of shocking power. This background in literature has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools.
If we were in an emergency situation, we don't have extra. We have a little bit of water and a little bit of food. A meeting place, no.
No. I don't think we have a first aid kit.
We have tuna fish, we have beans, we have canned tomatoes,
True.
you know.
That's true, but that's really not survival food. Tomato paste.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know, little trash becomes big trash. So please, don't litter.
Do your part to keep America beautiful.
Welcome back to our final segment of Your School News. I'm Haley Rayner.
And I'm Tori Farrell.
Fourth graders at Ogden presented the spring concert last week. Students performed folk songs from around the world.
Students discovered through their lessons that folk songs express many different emotions and recall many different aspects of the common person's life: work, play, love, sorrow, even death.
Students performed a variety of folk songs at their concert: songs about animals and birds, songs that integrated games, and even spirituals that spoke of hope and faith.
Ms. Cormier's class sang a Hawaiian folk song while playing native instruments.
Ogden students demonstrated at their spring concert that the act of singing knows no boundaries. People sing all around the world.
Through singing the songs of people of other cultures, everyone's worldview is expanded and they catch a glimpse of what life is like for other people from every part of planet Earth.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories: Murrayville Elementary celebrates a 10-year anniversary. 3 New Hanover County school teachers are recipients of the Beginning Teacher Promise of Leadership Award, and students win at state-level North Carolina National History Day competition. Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. Don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Haley Rayner.
And I'm Tori Farrell. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
Have a great week.